Hello and welcome to the video. This is a quick video to just talk a little bit about the new Ascent HD FPV system that Walksnail has now released. You can buy these bits separately. Now, the goggles and also one of the Ascent VTX Lite units cost you less than $150. They're currently on the website for $149. So that means that you can get the goggles, that's going to work with lots of different models, and one of these things for less than $150, and each additional one of these is only going to cost you $36. Now, we first saw the Ascent system as part of the Protoss all-in-one kit that I looked at a few weeks ago, and it confused quite a lot of us because it kind of buried the lead a little bit. Although it was a Cadix FPV branded all-in-one HD FPV quad, the real big news in that was that it was the first time that we actually got to see the Ascent system. And I'm sure if you're watching these kind of videos regularly on places here like YouTube, that you'll have seen images from the DVR, because it's going to record the DVR at 1080p in the goggles. But I thought it would be useful just to talk about what is Ascent, because I had a couple of questions on that video that I did for the Protoss about what is Ascent, and I've talked to Walksnail and done some digging, and then also talk a little bit about what that means. So what is Ascent? Well, Ascent is the new Cadix Walksnail HD FPV system that's aimed at the hobby. Not the high end of the hobby, because the language that Walksnail are using with me is that the Avatar system that I've been flying with for a while, that's been out for quite a few years now, and is my personal favourite. It fits the way that I fly the best. That's aimed at professional users and kind of prosumer users, whereas this new Ascent system is aimed at those who are coming into the hobby, getting into it for the first time, and also the mainstream hobby as well. So some of the specs on this, the claimed range of the Ascent system is 3 kilometers. However, from the testing that I've done here, 500 meters is probably as far as I dare. I'm sure you might be able to get a little bit further away, but I like to fly these kind of systems on quads or planes that have a GPS return to home feature, so that I can get that stuff back if something nasty does happen. But actually, in flying this system on the Protoss, one of the things that I found is that the image is actually really nice. It does a better job when you're scooting at low level over grass compared with Avatar. That's one of the common complaints that's labelled Avatar, is that sometimes the ground can be smushed up with the compression. This seems to be a lot better at that low level stuff, so if that's what you're interested in, that's great. Sadly, it doesn't work with the Avatar system, and the Avatar system doesn't work with Ascent, so they're two separate things at the moment, and I'll talk about that at the end. The only other thing to mention about this is that because this is Walksnail, and Walksnail have been working very closely with all the different parts of the hobby, that there is a fantastic, beautiful, fully featured on-screen display for both things like Betaflight, iNav and RD Pilot. So all those things that you get the benefits of in Avatar, you still get if you go to Ascent. So what does this mean? Well, the big thing, I think, is that Walksnail are obviously targeting those people out there who are on analog and who haven't gone to HD FPV yet because of the cost. It has been traditionally, up till now, a very expensive proposition. It wasn't like, $150 will get you into HD and every additional model is going to cost you $36. That is actually less of a cost than one single Avatar unit that I use, and the DJI N3 goggles that I bought a couple of weeks ago were about £225. So for that, I could have got this system and another couple of Air units as well. So they're aggressively pricing this to scoop some of those people up who are interested in moving from an analog system into HD FPV, or maybe they've just been sitting on the fence investing in any kind of FPV until they had a horse to back. And with these kind of price points, I think there will be people who will be looking at this stuff, looking at the money they get for Christmas, and maybe treating themselves to a set to try out HD FPV for themselves, because my experience here is that the Ascent system works very well. The only downside is you're not going to get the range, but for the vast majority of pilots that I know, 500 meters is kind of considered edge of line of sight anyway, and in lots of places that's the legal limit that you can fly anyway. I think I, like many others, were disappointed that the Ascent system doesn't work with the Avatar system. I could understand it being the other way round, but I guess if they made it like that, then people like me wouldn't be going out and buying $150, $160 Avatar HD FPV units. I'd just go out and buy loads of these, and they'd probably cannibalize their Avatar VTX unit sales overnight. From a marketing point of view, I understand that. From a pilot, user, consumer point of view, it still bugs me a little bit. The only other thing I'll mention here is that at the moment this is called a VTX Lite. Now, I'm guessing that means that at some point we'll have an Ascent VTX. That would be nice. I don't know that. I haven't got any NDA information about that, so I feel comfortable talking about this. If they did and they increased the power levels to maybe get you a little bit more range, then I could see that this would be the choice for the vast majority of pilots over even something like the Walksnail Avatar system. The challenge for Walksnail is going to be keeping some clear air between the Ascent system and the more expensive Avatar system that's now aimed at professionals. Apologies for the air quotes. But I just wanted to talk about this. This is something that I'm currently playing with. If there's something that you want me to show with this system, then do let me know and I'll make some additional videos on it. But it now makes a lot more sense with the Ascent system versus what we saw with the Protoss. As I mentioned at the beginning, when that first came out, it confused a lot of us because it was the first time we'd seen this brand new system from Walksnail. But now you can actually buy the separate bits and put it on whatever you want, cars, boats, planes, quads, whatever. It kind of makes a lot more sense. And I'm just thinking that maybe when they were doing all the release stuff, they kind of got it a little bit backwards. Thank you for watching my video. Check out the playlist, and adding Pedantry 60 to your search terms will help you find my content. If you haven't done so already, please hit the like and subscribe button. It helps a lot. You can support the time I spend here answering questions and helping others by using the links in the video description.